Live from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Hi, good morning. It is Tuesday, March 22nd.
We will get you an update on weather and some of our top stories today in just a bit. But first, San Antonio police have been searching a West Side neighborhood this morning looking for the person who shot a man.
They say the victim was sitting outside at an apartment complex when another man walked up and took aim at him. It happened on Michael John Walk near North Hamilton Avenue and Lebrano Street.
KSAT's Katrina Weber has a story from the scene and tells us why police believe the shooter definitely was out to kill the victim.
Based on what witnesses told police, the shooter's intentions seemed pretty clear. They say he fired 8 or 9 times from the sidewalk, then walked up close and shot him again. Now, police say that the 29-year-old was hit multiple times, at least twice in his head. They found him here at the Lincoln Courts Apartments after responding to 911 calls after 6 this morning. They say the victim, who does not live here, for some reason was sitting at the bottom of the stairwell. Police say that other man walked up and began shooting at him, then ran off. Officers searched the area, even brought in their helicopter, but they did not find him. The victim, meanwhile, was rushed to a hospital and is still being treated there. Police, including homicide investigators, have been here trying to find out whatever they can about what happened. Reporting from the West Side, Katrina Weber, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Katrina. Taking a look outside with live cam. We're at 62 degrees now. We see the sun is out, but we are expecting some wind out there today.
Yeah, Stephanie, the wind has picked up as we speak, but many people are waking up either happy with the amount of rain they saw yesterday or not happy at all. And it really was a tale of two stories here. You either got healthy, very healthy rain with even some severe weather, or you got nothing. And here's a look at the 24-hour rainfall total around the San Antonio metro area. You can really see the bullseye here of rain up into Guadalupe County and out into Caldwell County as well. I'm going to zoom in here to get some neighborhood views. On the northwest east side of town, we'll go ahead and sample some of this. You can see right along I-10 up to nearly 3 inches of radar estimated rain. You go just a few miles to the west, closer to the Pearl in downtown San Antonio, less than 1/4 of an inch of rainfall, and at the airport less than 1/4 of an inch of rainfall as well. So as you can see, a very, very stout rainfall spread across the county, pretty much along and east of 281. That's where we saw some decent rain, and then west of 281, very little, if any, rain at all. And those are the areas that are the most drought stricken. We are back to a dry and windy weather pattern. It's 63 degrees, and Stephanie just mentioned that those winds are picking up. Winds are from the west-northwest at 15, gusting up to 22 miles per hour. It's 63 sunny degrees out there, but we're going to continue to see these winds gusting from the north today. That'll shake up those trees for sure. And in today's pollen count, we've got oak at moderate, ash, juniper, and hackberry are low. Now, in addition to the rainfall, we also saw hail across many areas in eastern Bexar County. This is near the Kirby area. You can see greater than quarter-sized hail. Several severe weather reports. So we're going to go back to this map here, and I'm going to show you these severe weather reports that we saw. All of these dots here are reports of hail, and you can see again along and east of 281 last night. We zoom out, New Braunfels got some hail, Seguin got some hail, and then yes, there were even tornado reports right along the Guadalupe and Caldwell County lines there. We saw some tornado reports from about Kingsbury all the way to just north of Luling. And our very own Sarah Acosta was actually out near there this morning. Residents are cleaning up the damage from what appears to be a tornado that ripped through the area.
Now that the sun is up, a lot of the damage we are seeing consists of scattered debris like this tin roof you can see in this tree and another one behind it. And this came from about 1,000 feet away, a barn across the way that has that roof completely ripped off. This is on Appling Road, which runs in between 10 and 90. But the cleanup went through the night as crews worked in the dark to help get some of these residents out of the dark, restoring the power and downed power lines. We found this home off of 90 east of Kingsbury, where you can see several pieces of ripped off metal from a roof or a shed in front of this resident's home. Here's another example of the damage. We found 2 more barns with roof damage. This one missing half of its roof. The other one had its entire roof ripped off. The Office of Emergency Management Coordinator says they don't believe anyone was hurt by the storms. For anyone else with damage from the storm, the Texas Division of Emergency Management is asking you to report it. Now, the National Weather Service, they'll be out here assessing that damage in the next couple of days. They have a lot to go through, especially in the Austin area. From Kingsbury, I'm Sarah Costa, KSAT 12 News.
All right, let's look at today's 9 at 9. Multiple watches and warnings in place for much of the southern U.S. as strong storms make their way across the nation. The areas most at risk this morning, Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama. Dozens of schools and businesses have canceled class and work in preparation of the storms. The threat of severe weather is expected through the morning and into the overnight hours. The severe weather threat is over for the San Antonio area.
Confirmation hearings for Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson are expected to continue this morning when she returns for questioning. Yesterday, Jackson told the Senate Judiciary Committee that she decides cases from a, quote, neutral posture, end quote, and would continue to do so if confirmed to be seated on the nation's highest court. Judge Jackson will face questions from members of the Senate Judiciary for the rest of the week before members make a report on her confirmation to the full Senate. If confirmed, Jackson would replace retiring Associate Justice Stephen Breyer.
Rescue operations continue this morning after a plane carrying 132 people crashed in China. Officials say no survivors have been found. The crash sparked a large fire, big enough to be seen on NASA satellite images that was later extinguished. Now, while Boeing has come under fire previously for crashes, it was the company's Boeing 737 MAX that generated some of the harshest criticism over safety concerns.
Today marks the 1-year anniversary of a man opening fire at a grocery store in Boulder, Colorado, killing 10 people. The supermarket reopened last month with a redesign, and only about half of the employees who worked there the day of the shooting. The case against accused shooter Ahmad al-Aliwi Alissa is on hold after a judge ruled in December he was mentally incompetent to stand trial. Alissa faces 10 counts of first-degree murder, among other related charges.
Russia's invasion of Ukraine may have sent wheat futures into overdrive, but so far American farmers haven't been able to cash in. With prices so unstable, buyers down the grain handling line have stopped, worried that they might not be able to turn around and make a profit. Experts say this could cause a major disruption in the world food supply.
Disney employees are calling for the company to boost support for LGBTQ employees following the company's response to Florida's Don't Say Gay bill. They're staging a day-long walkout today with a list of demands, including Disney permanently cutting off donations to lawmakers who backed the bill. If signed by Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, the Parental Rights and Education bill would prohibit classroom discussion about sexual orientation or gender identity in certain grade levels.
Comedian Amy Schumer is working to get Ukrainian President Zelensky to appear live on the Oscars this year. Schumer says the appearance would be virtually, but no word on whether the Ukrainian president will actually make an appearance. Schumer will host the 94th Academy Awards right here on KSAT 12 with Regina Hall and Wanda Sykes on March 27th.
In a turnaround from early in the COVID pandemic, American women are seeing their wages rise faster than wages for men. The Atlanta Federal Reserve now says yearly wage growth for women last month was 4.4% compared to 4.1% for men.
Coming back to McDonald's Szechuan dipping sauce. It'll be available only through the McDonald's app at the end of the month. It's only being offered a few times since being introduced in 1998, and that's today's 9 at 9.
Checking TransGuide right now. We've got a couple of accidents right now, and they are both on eastbound Highway 90. You're looking at 90. The first accident just past Couples. The other just a little further down the road, showing up just before Nogalitos. Bright sunshine there in those eastbound lanes, but fire crews out there at the scene along with EMS. We have slowdowns around town and all the other normal spots. In your other morning headlines, we take you to Austin for a look at some more of the damage from that line of storms that rolled through late yesterday. And a trooper gets help from folks just driving down the highway.
The White House says they need more COVID-19 money, and a porch pirate strikes again, making a bad time worse. David Sears is here to explain all this morning.
Good morning, David.
Yeah, never a good time to see a porch pirate.
No.
But this one was bad timing all the way around. We'll have that for you in just a second. But first, Sarah Costa showed you the damage in the Kingsbury area. Now we're going to take you further north to the Austin area. Several tornadoes hit. There was some serious damage left behind. This tornado going across a highway. You can see that tornado there. Somebody inside a Walmart yelling at the folks to get inside that building, get out of danger as another tornado barrels down on that store. Now you're inside the headquarters of the Dell Computer Building, and that is a tornado coming across a parking lot, takes out a traffic camera. The devastation stretched all the way to Fort Worth. The tornado left a 2-mile wide path of destroyed homes in Jacksboro. The folks in this house hunkered down in their bathtub.
We were back here. There's a blanket I had.
So this is the bathroom that saved you?
That's the bathroom that saved us. Look, we could see the thing coming up, and when we stood up, water was hitting us in the face.
So far, with even all those tornadoes and all that damage, no reports of any deaths in Texas from those storms. By the way, they actually stretched all the way up through Oklahoma and beyond. All right, let's take it to Florida. Trooper face to face with the suspects he's trying to arrest. You saw it right there. The suspect punches the trooper in the face. They start going at it. Several vehicles pull over, including this 18-wheeler right there. One vehicle was in front of that 18-wheeler. They got out to help the trooper. Eventually, they were able to get that suspect under control and get him arrested. It's all happening in the median of a highway in Florida. Here we go. Just watch this for a second. Bam. Got him right in the face. His name is Alexander Hernandez Delgado. With the help of some of those civilians, the trooper was finally able to get Delgado under control, as we just said. You can see there's one car that's pulled over up there, and then you can see this semi kind of pull over right there, and that driver get out and help. Obviously, this whole incident is now off camera. This is dash cam video from the trooper's car. In the criminal affidavit, Delgado is charged with battery of a law enforcement officer and resisting with violence. President Biden and the White House need more money. They claim they are almost out of COVID-19 cash. The administration says they need Congress to approve more funding because right now they don't have enough for COVID-19 testing, treatments, or vaccines. The government does have enough to vaccinate children under 5 years old and get a 4th booster shot into those who are immunocompromised, but the other needs can't be met, according to the White House. And finally, once again, watch out for those porch pirates. This one is a gut punch. Vanessa and her brother Jason recently lost their father after a 3-year battle with cancer. Their dad, John, was a talented musician and drummer, so Vanessa decided she wanted to order a special gift for all the pallbearers to remember her father by. She wanted them to have drum socks since she was a drummer to help honor her father. So she ordered them and Amazon delivered them to the front porch. She knew they were there, but couldn't get to the door right away. However, the porch pirate did. You can see him stand there for a second and walk up and take all the packages. Vanessa finally had a second, went to the porch and found out those packages were gone. They posted the doorbell camera on video. Then they filed a police report. Some other neighbors also said they got hit by the pirate. So that's very disappointing. I don't know. That's like.
That's terrible.
There's a picture of their father right
Just
there.
trying to do a nice thing for her dad, dad's memory.
And then somebody ruins it for you.
So we need to go find a good one for this week to make up for that.
Oh, yeah, we do, don't we? That's a sad way to end.
Yes, it is.
We will find that good story.
Right.
That's okay, David. Thank you very much. 9/11, about 63 degrees still ahead on GMSA at 9.
Let's take a look outside with live cam. The sun is shining, 63 degrees. Temperatures are nice, but be careful with that wind out there. We'll be right back.
We're back at just about 9:15. I haven't been outside since we came in this morning, but it looks really nice out there.
Yeah, it looks like a nice day.
Absolutely, you know, and some people are relieved that it's a nice day because last night was noisy for those along and east of 281. In fact, there were tornadoes all up and down that I-35 corridor from San Antonio all the way up to Dallas, Fort Worth and into Oklahoma. But it is going to be a quiet day today. First thing you notice when you step outside, it's a little cooler and temperatures are in the 50s and 60s. It's 55 in Bernie, 59 in Bulverde, 62 in New Braunfels, 62 in Converse, 62 Port SA, 61 in Rio Medina, and 62 in Hondo. Another thing you notice, crispness to the air because it is nice and dry. Take a look at dew points. Dew points are way down from yesterday. Yesterday, dew points were in the 60s and 70s at the top of the scale, and now dew points are in the 30s and 40s. It feels really pleasant outside right now with that low humidity. The unfortunate thing is we could use more rain than we saw yesterday along and east of 281, but this dry air is going to settle in place and it's going to be with us for the remainder of the week. Now, winds are starting to pick up. Winds are gusting from the northwest at 20 to 30 miles per hour. 30-mile-per-hour wind gusts reported just now in Los Maples. And throughout the day today, we're going to see these wind gusts spread on down to the south, too, for areas like Floresville, Converse, and Seguin. We're going to be seeing wind gusts throughout the day at about 20 to 30 miles per hour. For your Tuesday, winds are going to be gusting at that speed, 20 to 30 miles per hour throughout the day today from the northwest. That's going to continue to funnel in dry air. It's going to keep our temperatures from ramping up too much today. So looking to the west, though, because it's been so dry and because those winds are going to be gusty, there is a red flag warning for the counties that you see here in pink. It includes a lot of the western half of the KSAT 12 viewing area. These weather conditions could lead to grass fire danger. And it is important to note that even though San Antonio is not technically in that red flag warning, that pink color, any fires that start around San Antonio are going to spread very rapidly too. Again, winds are going to be gusting from the north up to 30, 35 miles per hour in these areas that are in the pink. A little bit less gusty around San Antonio, but still seeing gusty winds. Some things you can do to prevent a grass fire. Make sure if you're using any kind of power tools that produce sparks to be very careful there, and also try to avoid any kind of outdoor burning if at all possible. All right, let me take you through your KSAT 12-hour forecast today. We are going to be sunny for the remainder of the morning, and temperatures are going to be fairly steady. All right, we're not going to warm up all that much from where we're at right now. We're at 63 degrees. By noon, we're going to be in the mid to upper 60s around lunchtime. So if you're planning on enjoying your lunch outside, it is going to be on the cool side and the breezy side, but still very nice. Again, look at those winds, gusty all morning and into the afternoon long. So let's take you through the afternoon. You're planning on picking up your kids. Just know that the weather's going to be very pleasant. Totally different story from yesterday when we were monitoring for severe storms during pickup time and during the rush hour. Temperatures are going to be in the low 70s. It's going to be very nice outside. Again, just a touch breezy with those winds from the northwest at about 15 to 20 miles per hour. And then tonight, temperatures are going to fall off pretty quickly as soon as we see the sunset. We're going to see temperatures fall into the 50s by 9, and by tomorrow morning, we'll be waking up near 40 degrees. Something to note about tonight is that the winds are eventually going to calm briefly after midnight into the early morning hours, but then they're going to pick right back up again tomorrow. Satellite and radar, there's the dynamic system that brought us the severe weather along and east of 281. It's now bringing severe weather for Texas and Oklahoma. A big trough of low pressure, very dynamic system bringing snowfall across parts of the Great Lakes. This is going to move off to the east, and in its wake, high pressure system is going to settle over south central Texas. High means dry, and so in this extended forecast, we are going to be dry for the next 7 days, and we'll slowly start to warm up. By the weekend, we'll be in the 80s, but I do want to bring your attention to tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, we're going to be at 40 degrees. That's sweater weather, right? And then in the afternoon tomorrow, it's going to be really pleasant near 71. Another chilly morning on Thursday morning. Mornings will become more cool than cold by the weekend. And again, we're going to have nice weather for outdoor activities other than the wind. It's just that we could use more rain, guys, than we got yesterday.
Well, we'll hope for that, but in the meantime, we'll enjoy the pretty weather.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sarah.
Right now, just about 9:20, 63 degrees.
And coming up next on GMSA at 9, the Goodwill works to fight poverty and create opportunity, and they're using a FIESTA fashion show to do just that. Max Massey joins us after the break to explain what you need to know.
Welcome back, 923, a FIESTA fashion show to help local families. Goodwill San Antonio partnering with the local high school to not only get our community ready for FIESTA San Antonio, but to help people with a great cause.
And Max Massey joins us now live. And Max, how does this all work?
Guys, this is such an amazing collaboration between Goodwill and local students working together, showing off their FIESTA fashion and doing it for an amazing cause. Joined here with Penny from the Goodwill. So Penny, explain the logistics. How does this all work with the students and Goodwill?
So good morning, Max, and Viva Fiesta, right? Fiesta's next week. So we're getting ready to celebrate, and we're celebrating a wonderful partnership that Goodwill San Antonio has had with Stevens High School in the Northside Independent School District with a Fiesta Sustainable Fashion Show. This partnership, for more than 5 years, we have partnered to provide students at Stevens High School, particularly in the entrepreneurship and fashion program, with an opportunity to take those lessons they've learned in the classroom and apply them in a real world setting. So they volunteer weekly at their neighborhood Goodwill, so our Goodwill store on Petrenko Road. They gain merchandising experience, business skills, customer service skills, and they get to explore fashion as well as careers. And that's perfectly in line with Goodwill San Antonio's mission to help change lives through the power of work. So we're excited to be celebrating this partnership with a wonderful fashion show that we're opening up for the community tomorrow on March 23rd at 6 p.m. at our Petrenko store.
All right, so this is so cool because these students are putting together these Fiesta outfits, showing them off, and then community members can actually buy them, right?
That's right. So we're going to have 20 students who are going to be modeling looks that they've curated and created from gently used items that have been donated so generously to Goodwill San Antonio. It's a great means for them to, again, learn about fashion, but learn about also environmental sustainability and social sustainability. So these are items that may have otherwise gone to a landfill. They're learning the purpose of repurposing and what it can do to impact the community, because your purchasing power, when you purchase and donate items at Goodwill, you're helping to elevate individuals here in our community, particularly those who are facing barriers or vulnerable populations, gain career skills and employment opportunities so they can lead independent lives for themselves and for their families. So yes, those looks immediately after the show tomorrow night are going to be available for sale. And if you're a local student or faculty teacher, you can gain a 25% discount on your purchases with a valid school ID.
That is so amazing. And for those who don't know, how does the Goodwill work? We were talking earlier and you're saying 90 cents out of every dollar goes to help the community.
That's right. So Goodwill San Antonio is just that. We're here locally, here in San Antonio and the surrounding communities. So when you donate to Goodwill, when you purchase to Goodwill, those donations and those dollars are staying right here in our local community. And they're helping to fund meaningful education and training and vocational and employment opportunities here in San Antonio. So whether it's through our free Good Career Centers that provide resume assistance, one-on-one career services, interview skills, helping to apply for jobs, or whether it's through our Good Careers Academy, where we provide vocational training opportunities and in-demand occupations in the medical and transportation fields, or providing, again, opportunities for employment for individuals who may not otherwise have employment and have that opportunity right here through Goodwill San Antonio.
All right, Penny, thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thank you so much. Y'all have a great day.
You too. And Mark, Stephanie, do you have any questions? We're going to have all these answers. Just head to KSAT.com. And of course, watch the news at noon. Back to you guys.
All right. Thank you, Max. We look forward to seeing those outfits.
There's more ahead on GMSA, and but first we have a traffic update and a big traffic trouble spot.
Yes, this is I-35 at Topperwine. Mark said it was southbound, and you can see that middle lane is blocked off, so everybody's having to go around that right now. It's causing a big jam. Right?
Yeah, it's backed up from Topperwine all the way back to 3009 past Retama Park. Huge slowdown in that area. Top stories are following this morning. At last check, San Antonio police still searching for a missing 79-year-old man.
Jimmy Salazar was last seen yesterday afternoon on the northeast side on Salisbury Drive. That is in an area between Broadway and Nacogdoches Road, north of Loop 410.
Salazar wearing a short-sleeve light blue button-down shirt, navy pants, and gray and black slippers. He was also seen driving a gray 2004 F-150 pickup, Texas license plate 934-4AX. If you know where Mr. Salazar is, you're asked to call SAPD at 210-207-7660.
And crews are trying to figure out what sparked a fire at an east side home. This happened around 11 last night on East Houston Street, not far from I-37. Firefighters say the home was vacant and no one was hurt.
At this time, it's unclear if it was intentionally set, but crews say they spoke with the homeowner who said there have been problems lately with break-ins. The arson unit is investigating.
And we have learned the name of the man hit and killed while crossing the street on the city's east side. He is 56-year-old Ansel Mitchell.
According to police, Mitchell was walking near North Walters and Dignowity Avenue Friday night when he was hit. Mitchell was taken to a hospital but later died from his injuries. A driver was arrested for outstanding warrants. The medical examiner's office has ruled this death an accident.
Another top story this morning, the Austin metro area hit by a tornado yesterday. It's not clear how strong it was or where exactly it hit, but the National Weather Service is expected to survey the area soon.
Yeah, as early as today, people in the Austin area describing what they say happened during yesterday's storms. Reporter Lindsay Ragas has the story.
And I came outside because I saw the rain, and I looked back towards the highway, and then I started seeing all the shingles come off the roof. And at that moment, I knew it was about to touch down.
Employees at Chili's are thankful they took cover when they did, moments before a tornado touched down, destroying the restaurant and surrounding area.
So we told all the customers to run to the back, get to the kitchen, where the safest area would be away from all the windows. And then once it calmed down, we came outside to check out all the damage. In less than a minute, the Twin Peaks, Chili's, and Bank of America in Round Rock had their roofs torn off and windows shattered. Employees and customers found their cars destroyed.
Whenever we came back out here, trees were everywhere. My car was flipped over in the middle. But everything was just damaged. Like the middle part of the highway, like one of the rails was on it.
Aside from a Chili's employee seeing her car flipped upside down, she saw the damage across the street at Bank of America. Not only the outside destroyed, but the inside as well.
Honestly, I didn't know what to think. It was just it's unbelievable.
She says her car may be totaled, but the good news is that she wasn't in her car when the tornado hit.
I have a family I love, and I want to see every day. So just thankful I wasn't in there.
And that was Lindsay Ragas reporting from the Austin area.
Just goes to show you how close we were to a tornado outbreak around San Antonio. Thankfully, we avoided that in the Alamo City, but out to the east toward Kingsbury, there was some tornado damage. So the National Weather Service is going to survey that as well. Hey, did you wake up to a dirty car this morning? I know I did. It was covered in dirt. This is what some cars looked like out there this morning. You had to turn on those windshield wipers and that windshield fluid to get that dirt off of there. Why did this happen? Well, it's because of muddy rain. So this is a look at the satellite image from last night at 6:36. Look out toward Mexico. This plume of beige color here, this is dirt and dust coming in from Mexico. And these puffy clouds right here are storms developing. So the storms lofted that dirt and dust up into the air. And then once the rain came down, it was a bit muddy. And then overnight, we saw that rain come to an end and dried out, and all you were left with was the dirt on the car. So a fascinating factor there. You may need to, though, go to the car wash if your car looks like mine. And there's some good news there. You're going to get a few good days out of that car wash, because if you're planning on going to the car wash, it looks good through, honestly, the end of the week, but especially over the next 2 days. Sky conditions mostly sunny to sunny skies, no rain chances. That's not the best news that there's no rain chances in the future, because drought is really moving in from the west in a big way. All right, a quick check of the pollen count. Oak is moderate. It's up there. And with the winds gusting from the north today, we could see oak continue to go up. Ash, juniper, and hackberry are low. I was speaking about the drought just a moment ago, and coming up, we're going to show you where the rain fell and how that may impact the drought coming up in just a bit. Mark and Steph.
Thank you, Tara. Taking a look outside with TransSky, we're still looking at that accident there at Highway 90 at Couples. It looks like one lane is moving there in the middle, so you might want to take caution if you're headed in that area.
Yeah, so eastbound 90 at Couples. And stay with this camera for a second. We're also getting a report from Bernie of a major accident on eastbound I-10 that's got things down to one lane between North Main and Johns Road exits. A crash involves two vehicles. And again, only one lane of I-10 East is open in the Bernie area right now. That information directly from the Bernie Police Department's Facebook page. We'll try to keep you updated. Overseas now, those who were able to escape Mariupol to the relative safety of central and western Ukraine are simply lucky, leaving devastation behind.
CNN's Ivan Watson met with one Ukrainian family that made it out of the besieged city.
Children at play, frolicking in an arcade meant to host games of laser tag. But these are not normal times. The owners here have turned their children's entertainment business into a makeshift shelter, a place to house dozens of Ukrainians who just fled the besieged port city of Mariupol.
The last couple of weeks were been like a hell.
Dmitry Shvets, his wife Tanya, and their daughter Vlada escaped Mariupol on Thursday. They endured weeks of Russian bombardment from artillery and airstrikes.
Each 15-20 minutes, you can listen the airplane. It was like targeted, and then the sound, ba-bam.
Tanya kept a journal. March 2nd, day 7 of the war. Nothing's changed, she writes. No electricity or heat, and there's no running water now as well. They lived in the basement, and when they emerged, Tanya took photos and videos of their apartment building pockmarked with bullet holes. Unexploded shells in residential streets. Desperate people looting a bomb-damaged store for food.
The problem is water. There is no water to drink.
They scavenged for drinking water, pulling buckets from street sewers.
If we were taking the water from the rainwater, taking the rain, waiting for the rainwater.
Heavy shelling on nearby houses, Tanya wrote on March 5th. We all went to sleep with the thought of how to survive and stay alive. One day, a shell exploded near Dmitry as he stood in line for water.
The bomb fell down and killed like 3 people in front of us. One guy was without head, who was like taking the water. Another one in the line was like a half of the head, and the last one was killed. With my own eyes, like not in a general, like 3 people completely I saw killed, and we were making the grave for them.
You dug a grave for them?
Yes.
In your neighborhood?
Yes. Finally, it was all too much.
The last day I saw my father because my mother was completely destroyed mentally. I mean, was like a complete depression, was sitting in the cellar, and even she haven't left the cellar since the beginning of the war, just staying inside, unfortunately. And the last day I saw my father, and he begged me, like, please guys, leave somewhere, I don't know where, just escape this, and he was crying.
Dmitry and his wife and daughter piled into a car with friends and spent 15 hours driving through Russian front lines to escape the siege of Mariupol. Their parents refused to leave.
I don't know if I'm going to see my parents or listen to my parents again. I don't know, no idea. It's like living from day to day. Today we're alive, tomorrow maybe not.
In the relative safety of this arcade built to entertain children, the kids welcome the escape from the conflict. I really want to say hello to other children, Tanya's 7-year-old daughter Vlada says, and I want the war to end quickly. Her parents appear haunted, clearly traumatized. Tanya gets a call from her mother in Mariupol, weeping and saying goodbye because she fears she will not survive the night. Ivan Watson, CNN, Dnipro, Ukraine.
Back here at home, 9:39, about 63 degrees.
And you're watching GMSA at 9. Coming up after the break, meteorologist Justin Horn takes us to Luling and shows us the damage left behind after yesterday's storm.
Back to our storm coverage. Parts of the area around Luling were also damaged during last night's storms.
Meteorologist Justin Horn spent last night tracking the severe weather there and shows us more.
Thankfully, the homeowners tell us they were not here at the time of the tornado, but they are here gathering their belongings, and understandably, they didn't want to talk on camera. What we can show you is that the roof was almost completely taken off this home and thrown here into this field beside us. Inside the home, which is only 2 years old, the damage was extensive. Windows were broken and water was pouring into the living room. The homeowners scrambling to find dry clothes to take with them. What do you think?
Bad. That's really sad.
Neighbors jumped in almost immediately to assist, many of them helping to clear the road in front of the home, which was covered in tree limbs and debris.
Yeah, I'm just trying to help the county clean the roads up here. Trees are down. As you can see, my neighbor's house is tore up, but we'll get it cleaned up here in a minute. Yeah, it happened so fast. I mean, you don't ever know.
While this home appeared to see the most damage, we also found downed power lines, debris, and snapped trees near Startown. This truck got caught up in low wires that drooped across State Highway 80. It appears the tornado may have traveled several miles. The National Weather Service will be busy over the next few days surveying damage and determining the strength of the tornado. Justin Horn, KSAT 12 News.
A lot of damage.
And Sarah Spivey joins us now, and I really do think the forecast, you guys really nailed it yesterday. You were talking about kind of that 281 I-35 corridor, and then the storms would quickly intensify and then move east.
Yes, and it was a close call for us in San Antonio when it came to tornadoes. I mean, that Luling-Kingsbury area, just 30 to 40 miles to the east. And so here in San Antonio, if you got severe weather, you really got hail more than anything. And here's a look last night. This is out at FM 78 Highland Farms neighborhood. You can see quarter-sized hail, slightly larger than quarter-sized hail there. These were the storms that intensified a little bit later and produced those tornadoes that we were mentioning out in Guadalupe and Caldwell County. So how did this fare when it comes to our drought? Well, as you can see, there is the most intense drought south and west of San Antonio, with exceptional drought across parts of Webb and Maverick counties, and extreme drought out toward Del Rio. The rain fell on drought-stricken areas like eastern Bexar County and out toward Guadalupe County, but the areas that are most devastated by drought right now, like Hondo, Pearsall, extreme drought in those areas did not see a lick of rainfall. Elsewhere, though, where there was some of that severe drought in areas in Guadalupe County, up to 2 inches of rain fell there. And like Mark was saying, along and east of 281, those were the people who got the rain and the severe weather as well. So no rain in our forecast today or for the next several days. In fact, we're going to be dry. Pretty dry for an end of March standards. Sunshine out there right now. It's 63 degrees and winds are really starting to pick up. Winds are from the west-northwest at 13 miles per hour, gusting up to about 25 miles per hour. Totally sunny skies. And you notice that it feels a little crisp. It feels a little cool outside because of that dry air in place. It's 51 in Kerrville, 52 in Bandera, even 48 in Los Maples, 62 in New Braunfels, 59 in Seguin, 65 at Stinson, 68 in Devine, and 63 in Pleasanton. Those winds are picking up from the northwest, as I just mentioned. This is a look at sustained wind. Sustained wind of 14 miles per hour in Canyon Lake, 14 miles per hour in Bernie, 20 mile per hour sustained wind in Hondo, and 25 mile per hour sustained wind in Castroville. And these are just sustained winds. When you look at the wind gusts, we're seeing wind gusts of 25 to 30 miles per hour. And throughout the day today, we're going to continue to see wind gusts of 20 to 30 miles per hour. It is going to be a windy day. By the evening hours after sunset, we'll see winds temporarily calm down, but by tomorrow, those winds are going to pick right back up again. So because it's so dry, I just showed you the drought monitor, most extreme across our western and southwestern counties. There is a red flag warning for these areas out to the west because any kind of fires that develop will spread very rapidly because of the dry and gusty conditions today. You know, this is, in my opinion, this isn't the best map to show the potential for grass fire danger because notice that the National Weather Service has not put Bexar County in a red flag warning, but there's still high fire danger today in San Antonio for us. So if you can avoid any kind of outdoor burning today, make sure if you do smoke that cigarettes are fully extinguished. That would really help to reduce the risk for grass fires around our south central Texas. All right, your KSAT 12-hour forecast. Temperature is not going to nudge all that much. We'll be looking at temperatures in the mid-60s by lunch, and winds again are going to stay very breezy, very gusty, and into the afternoon we'll be topping off right near 70 degrees. It's going to be very pleasant this afternoon. You know, yesterday, right around the time of pickup and rush hour, we were dealing with severe storms. Today, sunshine and temperatures in the 70s. You do not need to worry about that. And then tonight, as the sun sets, temperatures are going to quickly cool. As I mentioned, winds are going to calm down after 9 p.m. and we'll be looking at temperatures falling into the 50s. And by tomorrow morning, you're going to want the jacket. I'll show you that temperature forecast for tomorrow in just a bit. But here's that dynamic system that's continuing to bring tornadoes, severe thunderstorms across parts of Louisiana. Big upper level low that's even bringing some storminess up across parts of the the Midwest, even some snow. In its wake, though, as it moves to the east, we're going to see high pressure settle over, and that's why we have a calm weather pattern in our future. It's going to be windy at times, and again, tomorrow morning, waking up at 40. You are going to need that jacket tomorrow morning. Not so much in the afternoon. It'll be in the 70s. Another cold start Thursday. Temperatures topping off in the 70s on Thursday as well. By the weekend, we'll be in the 80s. Great weekend weather for outdoor activities. Just not great for that drought, is it? No, I'll show you that updated pollen count coming up here in a bit too.
No, but the afternoons look nice.
They do, Steph.
Thank you, Sarah. 9:50, about 63 degrees. Want to get you updated on a couple different traffic scenarios.
Yeah, this one we showed you earlier. Now it's moving there at this camera to I-35 at Top Rowan. Initially, they had that middle lane closed southbound, but now it looks like it is moving again.
It is moving. We're looking towards the north now, and you see that kind of residual slowdown starting to ease. The other one we were going to show you live is this one, still working eastbound 90 at Couples, and we've got everybody kind of merging to the middle, don't we, Steph?
Yes, but still, it is still moving in that same fashion. It looked like the middle lane was moving earlier as well, so not too much movement in this camera.
And then another big one we want to show you on the map right now is up in Bernie. We've got a crash that has closed down quite a bit of eastbound 10 in the Bernie area between Johns and North Main. Bernie police letting us know that they are working that scene right now.
All right, we'll be right back. And many people work out for weight loss or so they can change the way they look in the mirror. Tomorrow on GMSA, we're going to tell you about the mental checklist you should be taking with you to the gym.
As we wrap things up, let's update you on traffic. I've just been told that 90 eastbound near Couples is finally starting to clear. Traffic's moving a little more freely. And our big problem right now up in Bernie, eastbound 10 in the Bernie area in the city limits. Eastbound 10 down to one lane due to a major accident. Bernie police posted that an hour ago, and they said it could take several hours to get this scene clear. Again, eastbound 10, that's heading towards San Antonio on I-10 in Bernie.
Another look at today's pollen count. Oak leads the pack. It is moderate at 140 with these windy conditions and those catkins forming. I think oak might grow. Catkins are the little tassels of pollen, by the way.
The little dingle fobs?
They're dingle fobs. It's a good word, too. Ash, juniper, and hackberry are low. Hey, today will be windy with winds gusting up to 30 miles per hour from the northwest. Sunny, 72 for the high temperature. And then tonight, getting chilly. We'll be seeing temperatures fall to near 40 degrees by tomorrow. And we'll be looking at a really nice day on Thursday as well, with temperatures in the 40s in the morning and afternoons in the 70s.
All right, we got another big sign that things are getting back to normal. We're already looking ahead to fall.
I know. So we have some dates for the San Antonio Barbacoa and Big Red Festival. And then you can find this article, by the way, on our website at KSAT.com.
It's finally back this fall after a 2-year hiatus. The Barbacoa Big Red Fest set to take place October 8th and 9th at the R&J Music Pavilion.
That's right. And this is located at 18,086 Pleasanton Road. And so they just announced the date, but not the tickets yet. So we have to wait on that.
And we don't have an entertainment lineup yet, but we know the date, we know the place, and that's all we need to know right now.
I think a lot of people are excited to get back to celebrating. Well, of course, Fiesta first, but you know, this is another one that people have been waiting for.
It's nice to plan ahead.
Yes, it is.
Finally.
Finally. Yes, we haven't been able to do a whole lot of that in the last 2 years, have we?
Thank you guys for joining us.